All right, guys, welcome back. This is Izar from Donuts and Detailing. I'm one of the hosts. My other host is going to be.
Juan.
So,
Or Glass Doctor, whatever you want to call me. I'm just super excited, that's it.
yeah, we're excited to be here.
Yeah.
This is part two. This is going to be a banger. Today, we have a great person that we're going to be interviewing. He is the very own Detail by Jay. He comes from Rosemead.
You said Rosemead, yes.
Yeah, Rosemead, California, Los Angeles. He has been a spectacular detailer on Instagram and off. He gives advice, tips, and tricks on shop detailing, and he is very kind-hearted. Well, thank you, Jay, for showing up to the show. We
Yeah.
want to get to know who you are today, so have
Let's
at it.
get
Let
it.
us know who you are.
Yeah,
Awesome,
man.
awesome. Well, I go by Detail by Jay.
Yeah.
My nickname is Jay, but my name is also Justin.
Okay, hell yeah.
Preferably Justin is cool, but I go by either name.
Oh, cool.
I've been detailing for about 8 years now. I started, let's say early 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
And originally how it started was because of my mom.
Shit.
Yeah.
Was she making you like wash these the cars at home,
At
or
home?
what? Or
Yeah.
Well,
get in the Dawn dish soap or anything?
You remember that?
Well, she saw my interest and she went on Amazon. At the time, it was like the top tier polisher was the Porticable 7424. Yeah. So she
damn.
was on Amazon. The machine with like 5 pads, and I don't know the name of that 5-inch backing plate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I used that, and obviously I didn't practice on clients' cars. It was like my mom's car, my
Yeah.
dad's car, and originally it was just something simple, just applying. Well, at the time it was Chemical Guys,
Yeah.
or Smart Wax, the pink paste wax. I don't know, Kanuma wax. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah. I started off with that, just waxing cars with the 7424, and as I transitioned, I started learning more about compounds and polishes and soaps.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I didn't learn too much too soon because there's so much to learn, and it takes years and years of practicing and making mistakes to get better as a person and as providing a service as well.
Yeah.
So originally, I was waxing cars, 2015. Oh, shout out to Mr. Kurt. Kurt is the owner of Private Car Storage.
Yes.
So I came into his business as his second employee.
Okay.
And so with that business, maybe at the time, well, let's say maybe 100 to 200 cars.
Okay.
And now it's about 1,500 cars we're maintaining.
Was this the guy that you were washing?
Oh, yeah. So originally, like, hey, bro. Well, he had a porter originally, and he wasn't happy with this porter. So, like, hey, bro. Not hey, bro. Hey, Mr. Kurt.
Yeah.
Give me an opportunity. I can maintain and wash these cars for you. And over time, I built trust with them. And then I started maintaining all of those vehicles, and that's how I kind of built the brand.
Wow.
So it was, yeah.
With Mr. Kirk, you said.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, the cars are really, really expensive cars.
Yeah.
So if you go through my page on earlier posts, you see a lot of Porsches because he's a Porsche collector.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so that gives us a little bit more background on Kirk, and he was a guy that you met how again?
Well, he had an ad on Craigslist,
Okay.
just someone to maintain the cars at the car storage.
Oh shit.
Meaning, like, just check
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
That would yeah. Hey, that's a secret, man. He said he got clients off Craigslist, so just a pointer, how to get clients, I guess,
Yeah, I just pretty much what he wanted me to do was check the tire pressure, batteries on the cars, make sure they ran, just keep them clean and make sure the clients are happy upon pickup.
Wow.
Pretty
Wow.
simple concept at first.
Yeah.
But as the clients, as the business goes and there's more cars and more
Yeah.
cars to maintain, then it didn't become a fiasco, but we had to learn. So meaning it got to the point where it wasn't just the car storage. We were cleaning the cars. We were providing maintenance like oil changes,
Yeah.
changing alternators, batteries, getting the cars registered, smogging the cars, transporting the cars. So with me and Mr. Kurt and with the new employees, we kind of learned from each other and it built the business.
Wow.
And with Mr. Kurt, he kind of like, hey, bro, you should be doing this and doing that. So he kind of steered me in the right direction.
Damn.
And he plugged me in with the right people.
Oh, cool. Wait, so was Mr. Kirk he was not a detailer, but he was a man that had these collections in a warehouse that you would maintain and take care of his cars. Did you by any chance at that age or at that time, um, were you already feeling like a 100% like detailer? Would you say?
Well, at that time,
Yeah.
I had 3 jobs. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Hold on. Yeah. Explain that. What
Yeah.
what jobs were they?
So I worked part time at UPS for 8 years.
Okay. Yes.
So
Okay.
I would start work at around 3 o'clock in the morning and work till 9 a.m. After
Damn.
that, I would do the car storage from 10 to 3, and I worked at Last Parking in West Hollywood from like maybe 5 to 10.
God damn,
oh
no.
yeah, I was grinding.
So what you're saying is you're a baller.
He was like, I got the money, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Just kidding, man. Nah, but damn, bro. So yeah, keep
it's a
going.
grind.
Yeah.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
So I did that for X amount
Yeah.
of time, and once I felt as if I needed to work at Last Parking, I dropped that and I did UPS and the car storage, and then eventually I sat down with Kurt and I had to explain to him, yes, he treated me well, but there's more money for me to make, and so although I wasn't detailing full time, I was prioritizing detailing over the car storage business. And he saw the growth and he was very understanding, so he was cool with it.
Yeah.
And then, I was kind of like a mentor to the newer employees. So I'll kind of steer them in the right direction and tell them what they should and should not be doing. And then eventually, let's say pre-pandemic, 2019, 2020, I was at UPS and I was flustered with the work experience.
Uh-huh.
And shout outs to Mr. Gabriel. He's a good friend of mine over the years. For years and years and years, he was like, bro, I want you to meet this dude. Bro, I want you to meet this dude. Pushed him off for years.
Yeah.
And his name is Dave. I mean, not Dave, Mr. Danny. I met Danny. He's a technician. He works at Ferrari now. Ooh-wee.
Oh,
He's
wow.
really good for himself.
Yeah.
And once I met Danny introduced me to Peter and Diana. Peter and Diana are the owners of Oni Wraps.
Okay. Yeah.
So at that time, I had a lot of clients asking me in regards to PPF, paint protection film. I couldn't do it. Peter and Diana provided PPF, but they needed someone to perform the corrections in ceramic coating packages.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, yeah, so it worked out perfectly.
It's just like a nice
Yes.
collaboration that
Yes.
just worked out. And normally, your story is very fascinating because you come from you started off with a portal cable. Your mom was able to give that to you, and that was able to spike an interest in corrections. And as you started to get into that, then you were introduced to this. You were able to go from that to Craigslist to find this guy named Kirk, and Kirk was able to expand your horizon on maintenance washes and keeping cars clean
right.
and,
Yes.
and perfect for the client that comes and picks it up. And then as you're saying, as you're talking, you're also talking about how you were able to come across this guy named Danny, which your friend Gabriel was pushing you to.
Right.
And with that, what were the was there any struggles that you were going through in that time as well, or was there like how would I say it?
Well, like, it sounds like it's all been great,
Yeah.
Boom, it's going back to back, dubs here, dubs there.
Oh, no,
Did you
it's
ever
a
have
grind.
like where was those steps where like you were like those bumps in the road? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Or even like what continued your what spiked your interest into continue detailing and even when you were at that warehouse, did you ever have like this like is this for me, or were you ever like trying to figure out your path through detailing, or was detailing just something that you just fell in love with and just decided that this is going to be it for you?
Yeah.
Well, I will say when I was younger, I was very, very passionate about detailing. And at that time, I didn't really look at it as a business.
Yeah.
As I came of age and as I got older, I still love detailing. But at the end of the day now, it's a business.
Right.
Yeah, for me, for the most part, in my younger days, I was providing the service, but I wasn't charging enough, so I wasn't profitable at all. I will say even although I'm 8 years in, honestly, I didn't really see decent profits
Right.
until maybe last year.
Wow.
So, oh no, yes, I was not charging enough for my services. Again, Danny Peter and Diana through counseling and encouragement.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Victor too for referencing for prices.
Yeah.
Then I've learned to understand I should be charging more, not undercharging the market.
Wait, who's Victor?
The owner of Vital Detail Supplies.
Yeah, shout out Vital.
Yeah,
Just need to make sure there's so many Victors that we know out here.
yeah, Victor.
Yeah.
I met him through OfferUp.
Oh wow.
No, he was selling his
When he was
supplies
selling it, you
on
know.
OfferUp.
Yeah,
Yeah, I sent him a DM, and at the time he was selling supplies out of his garage.
Yeah.
And we built the relationship, and now he has his own storefront. It's
Yeah.
great.
You're saying that he was able to guide you and mentor you through pricing and how did you realize that you were undercharging or overcharging?
Yeah.
Or what was your breakdown experience of figuring that out?
How did you realize
Like a little
that?
summarize.
Well, at first, when I was detailing, I honestly I look at everyone as a competitor, and it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
So at heart, I am an introvert.
Right.
And as I got older, I started introducing myself to other detailers. And when other detailers, not me being nosy,
Right.
just out of curiosity, I'd ask them what I should be charging or what they're charging, so we can all kind of have the same pricing. So
Yeah.
we're leveling the playing field.
Right. Right.
So no one's getting undercut. Let's say,
Right. Makes sense.
like, let's say I'm not going to mention any names, but I told someone, he asked me, what am I charging for a one-step correction?
Yeah.
I told him I start off at $500. Oh, $500! Oh no, that's what I start off at, because I know how much time it takes and
Yeah.
the quality of work that I give. You're gonna get your $500 worth of work when I give you your one-step correction. So again, just as I got older, I just start talking to other gals and gentlemen in regards to detailing, and even shout out to my buddy Daniel, Private Collection Auto Care. He was on my ass about me not charging enough for the longest time, and
Wow.
it finally got on my head, and I had to make the proper price adjustments.
Right.
So
Right.
once you made the proper price adjustments, you were then able to start seeing profit in the business.
More profit, yes.
Yeah,
And-
within this past year.
yes,
Which
and
congratulations
then,
to you. Yeah.
but charging more, the clients start to respect me more as well.
Yeah.
And it kind
Right.
of it filtered out.
And
the
I've heard about that
clients.
saying
Yes.
too. Yeah. You get respected more too. Like people hear your price, it's probably for a reason.
For a reason.
Yeah.
And it filtered out the clients that are just taking advantage of me.
Yeah.
Versus those that really appreciated my service.
Mm.
It
Really
really
quick-
makes a difference.
Really quick though, because I know we mentioned like how you started, but I'm just curious, how old were you when you started? Because you say when you're young. I know. If you don't mind, I'm a young guy, man. So I'm kind of curious too. How old were you when you started? I don't know how old you are now.
I'm 31.
Okay, sick. So then, how old were you when you started?
Well, I've always been into cars.
Yeah.
I started detailing at around maybe 23, 24.
Okay, sick.
So
yeah.
I tried being a barber and tried these other things. It just didn't work out.
Okay, sick. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you mentioned, you started off like around 23, right? You said,
Right.
So those years before that, 21, 20, what were you doing then? And then after you did that, like what made you choose detailing over the things that you were trying to do before? I think you had mentioned one time, being a barber or
Barber,
something,
yeah.
or so what were some things that you started before, detailing?
Okay. Oh,
And what after that? What made you choose detailing? At the end of the day.
all right. So let's say right when I graduated high school, I had went to community college.
Yeah.
My dad is a handyman,
Okay.
and so
Yeah.
he would force me to do these kind of things with him.
Yeah.
So for a while, I did landscaping or like mowing lawns and cutting
shit.
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I would dig holes for him and do plumbing and do all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
It
You're
was-
already used to that heavy labor
it
then,
was
you
like,
know?
bro, this isn't for me.
Man.
Okay, yeah,
This is
damn.
not for me.
I'm,
Remember
like,
when
I'm not gonna get with a lawnmower. That's not my
No.
thing. I'm not kicking weeds no more.
And
Yeah.
again, I was originally a business administration major.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I wanted to pursue accounting, and then I lost interest in it. When I was in school, I know my family's not going to like this, but school is not for everyone.
Yeah.
While I was in these lectures and
I agree.
in these classes, I'm like, why am I here? Like, I'm not, this is just not for me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do understand, I do believe in higher learning, but if you pursue a degree, you got to find something that makes you money. At the end of the day, I knew what I was pursuing wasn't going to be profitable for me because I wasn't passionate about it.
Yeah.
More than anything, you got to be passionate about what you do, and then the money will come later.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
That's powerful right
Exactly.
there. So then you got out of college, and then you decided to venture off into trying these new things, like becoming a technician or a barber. Is that what you
Barber,
said?
yeah. Well, I only cut like friends and family, and I did. Yeah, I messed up a lot of hairlines and all that and stuff. And I
You cut
realized,
people's ears or what?
oh yeah,
Oh.
it wasn't. I realized
Damn, man.
it wasn't for me. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm grateful for my friends and family that told me this wasn't for me. So I'm on honesty and transparency, so I let it go.
Yeah.
It's all good. And then as I got into the car washing, friends and family kind of steered me in the right direction, telling me, yeah, you have a niche for this. You're pretty good at it.
And so, were you always around cars?
Always.
Growing up
Yeah.
as a kid, going to car shows, or what was that like? Like, tell me a bit about that. Why cars, and why now?
I've always liked cars. My uncles, they're all into hot rodding. My grandfather owned a shop as a mechanic. I just grew up around cars and always loved it.
Wow.
And actually, since you guys brought this up, I have a white Mustang, and white Mustang brought me a lot of business, good and bad. It's good because it brought me business, but what
Yeah.
I did to bring that business was not good. So when I was younger, I was known for a lot of Mexico activities.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Papa's a beer?
No,
Yeah, so when I was younger,
No, basically,
I
those
did a lot of
Mexico
fucking work,
activities
bro.
is,
Sorry, I
is on the highway.
Oh, yeah,
so,
oh
yeah.
yeah. That's how I got built up my name. All of my clients were car junkies, but all the cars I was detailing were like Mexico guys. So I met them all through Mexico, and that's
Yeah.
how I kind of built the business.
Yeah.
I would go to car meets and car shows, but what I did, no. I would go to Mexico, and I would put the business magnets on the car on my side doors. Yeah.
Dude, no way.
Yes. Sometimes the magnets would fly off, but hey.
Dude.
Yes.
Off the
Shout
freeway.
out to my buddy Manny at Cantu Graphics. He would print out the magnets for me, and I'll slap them on the car.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of worked.
Yeah.
For advertising purposes.
So you would go to these car meets and do some crazy heinous things, and then you would bring traction to your business detail wise.
Detail wise, yeah.
Wow.
You know, that helped me a lot too when I was in the car scene too a lot. You know, that the car scene really does help a lot. I know you got a lot of clients that are in the car scene too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're into cars, you know what I mean? You mentioned trying to be a technician. So what brought you like to finally choose detailing?
Yeah.
So during the pandemic,
Yeah.
I was working at UPS. I just wasn't happy there. And at that time, every single day, I would complain to Peter and Diana about my work struggles. Dude, just leave. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And for about maybe, let's say 6-7 months, I didn't feel confident in my services at the time.
Well.
So Peter and Diana finally convinced me to quit. And what I did, well, for most detailers, I would recommend starting off part-time and then eventually work up to like a full-time business.
Right.
So even before I quit UPS, I made sure I had enough money to save to cover all my expenses for a year. Just in case I had like a slow month or if business got slow, I could still cover all my finances.
Yeah.
So
Oh yes.
Yes.
You mentioned that once you saved, what was it? You even planned your exit
I planned
at UPS, right?
pretty much a year. I planned my exit.
On your birthday, correct?
I didn't tell management, but when I quit on my birthday.
Wow.
Smart man. Smart
It was
man.
Yeah, seriously. Actually, I got to go there tomorrow to take care of some business, but my last work day was on my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. I kept it to myself, but now it's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
well,
it's out
look at-
there.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
man.
left in style and on the day of your
Yeah.
birth, man. So
Yeah, man.
that's a banger. But no, continue going.
Yeah.
So yeah, just pretty much. Obviously, I would consult and talk with the management to address these issues, and they're just gonna address them. And it was impeding detailing. So it was stay with detailing or UPS. And I'm like, nah, this UPS, yeah, there's retirement, you have the benefits and the medical. A lot of my family's like, bro, you're gonna lose all your benefits. I'm like, yeah. And after doing some research and doing the math on how much it costs for health insurance, I could pay for my health insurance and insure myself, I'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
Because ultimately, at UPS, I was not only, I shouldn't be saying this, but after taxes, like $300 a week. So I was busting my ass for $1,200 a month versus me busting my ass out not out in the streets, but performing work. I'll make between like $1,000 to $2,000 a week.
Wow.
Right.
So yeah, I can easily pay my medical bills in one day's worth of work versus me struggling within that building.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those are high numbers.
No, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And I mean, us as detailers in the community, we all know that. Yeah, as much as detailing is fun, it does provide a
living.
livable,
Yeah.
a livable wage
Yeah.
for us to live. But yeah, so then you quit UPS, and Peter and Diana, did they take you in right away as or were you already working with them in the shop?
Yeah, well, originally, I would rent out space for them like day by day.
Yeah.
If I got a call for a correction or coding, and once I built trust with them, they just leased me a portion of the space in the building.
Wow.
And then from there, then we built on to the business.
Wow.
And we just gelled. We worked really well together.
Dude, yeah.
There's really no conflict. We have the same vision. We work hard. We grind. We enjoy ourselves. At the end of the day, we gel together. It works out perfectly.
Yeah. This is incredible. This is
At the end of the day,
story.
you want to build relationships, but you want to work with people that work well with you. And transparency and honesty is everything. And with Peter and Diana and us, there's only three of us. If we have any issues or anything we need to resolve, we keep it between the three of us. We don't need to tell other people and spread all the drama and all the news and all that. It's just between us.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's been a great experience with them.
Yeah.
And actually, since you're bringing that up, after this is aired, we're moving into a bigger location.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yes.
Incredible.
So right now, our facility is about maybe 1,100 square feet. Our new building is about 4,000 square feet.
Wow. You
Damn.
guys are gonna be able to fit more cars.
Oh yes. So
Hell yeah,
we're
man.
excited. It's been a grind.
Yeah.
We've been actively looking for about a year, but I wouldn't recommend rushing to anything. Just take your time and be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we found the right opportunity. Originally, we gave them our offer in May, but the owner of the facility wasn't ready for that. He had tenants that were in there, and he didn't like how they were doing business, so he kicked them out and asked for us to come in. So it kind of worked out perfectly.
That's a blessing.
Dude,
It was a big blessing in disguise. So
Wow.
yeah, it's exciting. It's gonna be a grind. I already know maybe the first couple months, it might be a little slow, but once we promote the new location, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up
No,
business.
Definitely.
Yeah. Pick back business right where it left off.
Oh yeah, because even
And,
right now, our tenants where we're at right now, we have a lot of cars parked outside, and they get upset with us with all the cars taking up all the parking.
Now that we've gotten to understand a little bit more about who Justin is, Detail by Jay, we want to get straight into the big question of why shop detailing. What are some of the pros and cons that you face in a shop? And let the viewers know, and the detailers that are barely starting. If you guys have a dream or a hope of becoming a shop detailer, these are some take some notes. These are some pointers that Jay's gonna give you, and how you're gonna be able to get into a shop, or what are some things that you're gonna want to see, like financially, organizing your business in a certain way. But let's just get straight into it. Why
Excellent.
shop detailing?
All right, so as you guys know, I prefer to do corrections.
Yes.
And
I mean, that's how you started.
Started, yes.
Yeah. So you started
And-
waxing, yeah.
Portal cable.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
the
Yeah,
point of
yeah.
view, yes. And just with me performing corrections outside, there's things I can't control. So I'd rather be in control than not in control. So let's say I'm outside,
Makes sense.
I'm on a street or someone's driveway, I am performing the correction, and there's wind. And with wind comes dust, contamination. If there's dust on the car and you're polishing, your pad's going to get contaminated, and it's going to spin against the clear and mar the paint. I dealt with that a lot, and I would hate. Let's say the car looks great, wind blows. I'm prepping the surface for a coating application. There's dust on the car. I wipe the paint. I mar the paint. Had to polish the car again, and then prep, and then coat the car. There've been situations where I've performed the correction, surface prep, start applying the coating, the wind blows, and then the pad gets contaminated, and I mar the paint. And it's just a nightmare for me personally. I deal with it, and so therefore that's why I prefer.
Because you've done
detailing
mobile
indoors.
detailing, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer indoor detailing versus outdoor.
Yeah.
Or even, let's say, even I'm washing a car. Me personally, I use a two-bucket wash method. Again, although your buckets may look clean, if there's wind blowing, contamination could blow into your wash and rinse bucket. And all that dirt, debris could get on the wash mitt. And while I'm washing your car, I could be rubbing the contamination against the clear and mar and scratch the paint or the coating of the car.
Wow.
Makes
But
sense.
I'm very, very, very particular when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Even, well, I know this. Well, I'm gonna say this now, but even when I wash the cars, I use the auto fiber wash mitts. I use about 7 to 8 mitts per car. Oh yeah, that's how particular I am when it comes to the vehicles.
Wow.
Because I just want to, if the car is coated, and I want to make the car look as good for as long as possible. So just to save my ass, usually I use about 7, 8 mitts just to make sure there's no marring on the clear coat. Because I have some clients, they're very, very, very particular about their cars, and I try to cater to those kind of people or those kind of clients.
Mm-hmm.
So you said how long it takes you, or you said 7 to 8 minutes?
No, sorry, 7 to 8 wash mitts.
Oh, shoot.
No, 8 wash mitts per car.
Wow.
Oh yeah, usually I use, one side of the towel for the roof, flip it, hood, grab another wash mitt, and so on and so forth.
Okay, makes sense.
Yes, but no, always when I wash the cars, interior, wheels, tires, pre-soak, rinse, contact wash, rinse, air dry, inside the glass, outside the glass, door jams. After I wash the car, I move the car forward just a little bit just to check the wheels to make sure, because sometimes we can't see it, like the top of the barrel. I see a little dirt patch.
Yeah.
So I always move the car forward just to check for that little spot to make sure it's all gravy.
And so, second part, what would be another thing that would make shop detailing a pro, other than it being better for the paint and for your wash system and your paint correction system? Like
For me,
financially.
okay, I'll get into the little tidbits. For me personally, it's just for me. I don't want to get too technical, but it's easier to work with a paint that's cool than a paint that's warm.
Right.
So let's say I've done cars outside and I want to perform the correction. If the paint's too warm and the pad spinning generates too much heat, the paint bubbles. It happens to all of us.
Yeah.
We could burn the paint, we could damage the paint, cost us more money to. Let's say the job is $500 and you burn the paint, it's going to cost you $500. You don't make any
Yeah.
money that day.
Yeah.
It happens. It's happened to me. I burn paint. It's part of the
It
learning
happens to
process.
the best of us. Yeah.
Yes, it happens to all of us.
I mean, I burn
I
paint.
burn paint.
Izar was there to witness me burn paint.
Same.
He saw me do
And
it.
since we're on that topic,
You know.
as a detailer, you should have insurance to cover those kind of things.
Right.
So if it does happen, you can disclose it to the client, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Just me personally, with being in the shop, there's pros and there's cons. For me, majority it's pros. Let's say some clients, they have to work, they have tight time frames. If their car is in my building, I don't have to work within their schedule. I mean, meaning, let's say I could start as early as 4 or 5 in the morning, and I could work as late as midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Versus going to a client's house, you don't have all that time to work on a client's car, and you're pressured to finish the job faster.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's one
I agree.
that's one of my biggest niches. Is just the time, have more time.
Yeah, because when you mentioned you did 2 bucket methods, that takes a lot more time.
Oh yeah.
And being a mobile detailer, you still have to take time to put away those 2 buckets.
Yeah.
Which takes
Time.
time. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes or a minute. It takes time. At your shop, you could just put it on the side.
It's
You're
right
chilling.
there. It's ready to go.
You're chilling.
Exactly.
And then you still gotta fill up the buckets. And I mean, it's just a lot of time. So at a shop, you're not feeling rushed.
Yeah.
Not rush.
You know?
As a jewel for detailers to be as punctual as possible, me personally, I would go to the appointment 15 to 20 minutes early. So right when that time hits, I'm ready to go. Instead of me being there on that time and then taking time to set up, using an extra 15 to 20 minutes.
That's true.
No, yes, I'm very punctual when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So even when I wash the cars, I know how much time it should take me to perform an exterior wash, decon play, correction. I have all that down now. Because
Yeah.
after X amount of years for doing it for so long, I have a time clock of how much time each job should take. But in regards to inside detailing or shop settings, there's a lot of pros. Lighting is a big key. Yeah, because sometimes what I'll do for me personally, I like to have the room kind of dark. So when I use my multi-match 3 or my scan grip, I can find imperfections a lot
Yeah.
easier. Some cars are harder to see than others. You know, like metallic paint, like a light metallic paint. It's kind of hard to see outside of it. Well, I don't know, it depends. But
Yeah.
some cars are easier to see in an indoor setting than an outdoor setting.
Exactly. No, I agree.
Even with the compounds and polishes, even let's say you detail a car outside, your bottle's left outside, generates heat, the chemical just spews out the bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah, so things like that, you don't lose. That chemical is coming out. That's getting into your profits.
Yep.
You're losing chemical. So that's another reason why I like in shop detailing. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, just me personally. I just like the indoor shop settings. I'm done with mobile detailing. I had a lot of clients that have been upset with me, but those that are with me, they bring their cars to the facility. I have
For
one
the
client,
maintenance.
she comes all the way from Fontana for me to wash her car every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yes, every 2 weeks.
Incredible.
Yes,
You
yes.
see, and that's where you have that quality clientele, you know? That's what you gotta like stress in this type of business too, in auto detailing specifically too. You gotta have not only quality work, but I feel that you should also be selective with your clients, which is something I've learned too, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's pretty cool that people still come to you. Like,
Yes. Well, for me, my goal when I sit down and consult a client, my goal is to build a lifetime relationship with these clients. I'm not like a one and done kind of dude. Just give me my money and I'm out. I want to. If I'm taking care of your car, I want to take care of your car forever.
Yeah.
So most of my clients, they're lifetime clients of mine, which is
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for. And shouts to all of them. I can't name everyone, but you know they take care of me and I take care of them in exchange. You know.
Yeah. You've formed you've been able to form like a solidified bond with your clients.
Oh yes, yes.
Like where you just chat it up with them, you get to know who they are, you get to ask about their day, and yeah, it's great, huh?
More than anything, you want to build a relationship, and it's not always to sell a service. At the end of the day, yes, you want to make money, but building those relationships with those clients will get you more clients in the longer run.
It's like-
because they're going to like you so much, they'll refer you to their friends and family and more people.
Comes
Yeah.
down to the simple term customer service.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and for me, since we're on this point, usually what I do after the service is performed,
yeah.
I'll wait maybe a day to 2 days, and I'll follow up with the client to make sure they're happy with their car. And if they are, then I'll ask them for a review on Google.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah. No, yeah.
And so for me as a business, let's say for the first 3 to 4 years, I didn't really utilize the internet. At the end of the day, internet is a big way to go for marketing and building your presence online.
Yeah.
So let's say even I won't say I've been killing it, but let's say February or March on Google, maybe 5 or 6 reviews. Now I'm at 60.
Wow.
Oh no, I've been pushing heavy for those reviews.
That's right.
Yeah. So once those numbers started increasing, I've been getting more inquiries and more hits on Google.
Okay.
It really makes a difference. And I will say for those that have their online accounts, I would recommend getting some kind of physical location,
Uh-huh.
and it makes it easier for people searching for your services to find you.
Okay.
Wow.
So for me, kind of worked out perfectly because where I'm at, it's on a busy street, so everyone's driving by, they can see our address on Google,
Yeah.
and it makes a big difference.
You mentioned, you know, obviously what you're basically coming down to is customer service is key, right?
Yes.
You know, developing a relationship with your customers so you can have long-lasting quality customers.
Yep.
Right.
But you see, the biggest question that I know a lot of detailers are going to be asking is, how did you get those clients? Where did you get them? How did you get them? You already mentioned like bumper magnets, you know, and all that stuff from back in the
Yeah.
day, you know, the good old fashioned. But these new days, now that you're in a shop, how do people even find your shop? How do they go to you, you know? And how do you get new clients? You know, what are some things that you use to market your business now to get even more clients and keep building those relationships?
Excellent. For me, for the longest time, I didn't really focus on branding.
Yeah.
And actually, shout out to my cousin, WNS Media.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's my videographer.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, so he comes by to the shop at least once or twice a week to make content for me. To share on social media.
Dude, that's
Seen those
nice,
videos.
man. Yeah.
Seen those videos banging.
Yeah, and I've gotten compliments. So shout out to my cousin Blake.
Yeah.
And is actually locked in some sales.
Okay.
So usually
Wow.
he's into cinematography. So I have him shoot whatever he wants. I don't put pressure on him, do this, do that. He just films whatever he wants and he shares it.
Okay, sick. Yeah. So
At the end of the
content,
day,
yeah.
most of my clients came from word of mouth.
Okay.
And word of mouth does go a long way, but with some retailers or anyone that owns a business in general, they get in their feelings sometimes because they expect for their friends and family to support them. But you shouldn't rely on your friends and family for your business.
Yeah.
You gotta go out, you gotta grind, you gotta put in the time, you gotta hustle.
Yeah.
So if I'm not getting any clients from my word of mouth, then I will start to post more on Facebook. There's Instagram, TikTok, on Google, and that's
Yeah.
how I get my more leads. Most of my leads come from Google because I push and advertise paint corrections.
Okay.
So everyone that calls me, they're already looking for a correction, and it makes things easier. If you're into washing cars, promote car washes. If you're into maintenance details, show maintenance details. If you want to do paint corrections and you're advertising car washes, you're gonna attract car washes.
Yep.
So that's what it comes down to. So if you go on my page, yes, I do perform maintenance washes.
Yeah.
But mainly I just perform corrections and ceramic coating
Right.
packages.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you use Google, right?
Yes.
Now a lot of people have good experiences, such as you, right? A lot of people have bad experiences. Some people don't get nothing off Google.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm just curious. You know, I mean, I think I've spoken to you before about this. You know, I've spoken to Jay before about this, but I guess it's more of like a trying to avoid those paying ads. You know, I'm sure you've avoided that, right?
Oh,
You've
yeah.
avoided paying that. You know, so what did you do to find those leads? Was it reviews, more reviews? Did you stack up a lot? How many reviews did you have to stack up to get there and
Exactly.
to finally start seeing results off Google so that maybe other detailers can too? What do
Okay.
you like? What's your best advice to using that? Since you've been pretty successful, you've been getting actually a lot of paint corrections, which is obviously what a lot of detailers kind of want.
Right.
Especially if you're in a shop setting.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I would imagine you would want a lot of paint corrections rather than washing in a shop.
Yes.
So I guess if you don't mind, you know, elaborating a little bit more on like how to use Google or what did you do? What did you do?
All right. So originally, on average, well, I do my research and I'm not browsing the competition,
Yeah.
but on average, when I go on Google, I see a lot of businesses with maybe 2, 3, 4 reviews.
Yeah.
As a client, you're not going to go to that business that has 2 to 3 reviews. You're going to go to that business that has like 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 reviews.
Yeah.
Me personally, I didn't start getting the clicks. Well, first, I had 5 reviews and I was paying for SEO. SEO is search engine optimization.
Okay.
Yes, I might be appearing up on Google, but they're not going to look at me with 2 reviews. You're not going to get those leads or those potential leads.
Right.
And so I ended up stopped paying for SEO. And for the next couple months, I started to build up my reviews.
Right.
I think once I hit like 21, 22,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't a lot, but it makes a difference. So I would get maybe
No, definitely.
2 to
Yeah.
3 phone calls a week and maybe 5 to 10
Okay.
a month. And as time went on, now I get maybe, let's say 2 to 3 phone calls a week, and I'll get maybe 5 to 10 sales on corrections.
Wow.
Dude, you
For
see
Google.
that? See, that's
Yes, but
badass,
it takes
man.
time though.
Yeah.
It's not going to be instant.
Exactly.
On average, for your page to rank on Google, it takes about 3 to 6 months.
And it's hunting down those clients that you've done corrections for that have been pleased. And you even mentioned to me one time when we were talking about this that you still hit them up even if you've like done their car like about like 2-3 months ago, and if they ever hit you up again, you don't you don't wash their car or you don't maintenance their car until they write a review.
I'm not going to give out any names, but there's
Exposed, man.
oh yeah, there been some clients like literally I applied pressure for them to leave a
That's
review.
so funny, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess like that sometimes because it's
Yeah.
my livelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, even if customers are watching this, and if your detailer asks for a review, please leave them a review because it really does make a difference.
Yep.
It really, really does. I can't stress out enough, and that's how it builds up your brand, or
Yeah.
that's how you support your businesses by leaving reviews. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
does
I
help.
mean, if you guys really want to consider, like, this is for clients, you know, watching, or anyone, even a
Anyone
detailer
watching,
supporting
yeah.
a different business.
Yeah.
If you really are all about that, support small businesses, that goes like a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I hate the fact that there's a category between small and big businesses. I think all businesses should just be in
general.
one category.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
a business. You're a business. You're a business. I'm a business. We all own a business. We had to go through that LLC. We had to go through that corporation shit, you know. Excuse my French, but you know what I mean? You know, it's just one thing, you know. But if you really are about that, support your small businesses and you want to see them grow, that's one thing, you know. Write your reviews. You know, all businesses should be in one category, as I mentioned, right? But you were talking about how to gain leads in terms of reviews on Google. You think you can elaborate more on, like, not only the reviews aspect, you know, but on other social media platforms too? I mean, we could start off, like, I think you were talking about, you know, not just your reviews, you know, can't just be all 5-star reviews. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, or like, what do you think? Just elaborate more on that if you can.
Okay,
You know?
so on that, when a potential lead calls me in regards to our webpage, when they go through reviews, they admire that the reviews are detailed reviews, not just OMG, awesome guy, nice car wash. Like, no, it's very thorough and detailed of what the process is. If you go through my reviews, most of them will say, I respect Justin. He updates me on what's going on with the car. He breaks everything down for me. And to make it as simple as possible for the clients to understand, and a lot of them respect that.
Yeah.
And that's with all the reviews. Or sometimes what I like to do as a business owner, I like to, I guess you can say, undersell and then overperform. So yes, that's one of my big business practices.
Yep.
So when the client picks up the car, you don't overhype them and they don't get upset upon pickup.
Yeah.
Right, makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, I always undersell and then overdeliver.
Okay.
So, but again, the reviews have to be detailed. It doesn't matter if you have a 5-star review. You can have how many 5-star reviews, but with no details. Why you got the review? It's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
The reviews matter. It makes a big difference.
Like, have it be a quality review.
With the reviews, I'll have the clients do before and after photos of the cars. So people that are scrolling through Google, they can actually see the photos of the cars in my work. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how do you convince these clients to leave you a review? Like, you know, I know some clients you could tell them like, you know, like I know you mentioned because I still wanted you to elaborate a little bit more on what Izar said. You know, I think you wouldn't do like self-service, you know, until the client left a review, right? You know, how do you convince these clients to leave a review rather than just explaining to them, you know, it helps a lot, you know, because you could say, hey, this helps a lot, you know, like with my business, but they still won't leave a review. You know
I
what I mean?
say and I can't give out the gentleman's info.
Yeah.
But he's on the order side, and with some clients, they're not in tune with technology, so they don't know how to leave a review on Google, and so therefore that's why they won't do it. When I actually sat down with them.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, yes, some of the older clients, like maybe, was it millennials?
Yeah.
I'm Gen Z.
Okay.
So like the millennials, like 50 and up, they don't.
No, you're talking about the boomers.
The boomers, yeah, they're not that.
excuse
Sorry,
me.
I'm sorry, but they're not that inclined with the internet, and so that's part of the reason why they won't leave reviews.
Yeah.
People my age or younger, oh yeah, they'll do it in minutes, but the older people, then they kind of fight me a little bit for it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's what it comes down to, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah.
good.
Just kind of helping your client, you know, like
Right.
say, you
I don't
know,
want to say sit down with your client and help them write the review because that wouldn't be authentic. But you can't just have them or have their kids help write the review for them. But don't do it yourself. Don't grab the phone and.
No, yeah, of course,
no,
yeah.
no.
You know, kind of tell them, you know, hey, like maybe if you grab someone like your grandchild or your kid or something.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And you want the reviews to feel as authentic as possible.
Okay.
I can't stress that enough because at some pages you could kind of tell they're just the homie just writing whatever, and you can feel it in the page.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So just quality reviews, legit reviews, even if it's your family friend, just as long as it's legit.
Legit, yeah.
You know.
And again, since I've been doing business for over 8 years, it wasn't hard for me to get the 60 reviews because I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I just
that's true.
I just
yeah.
went down that list and I just went through everyone. And for those that did, I think a lot for you for leaving those reviews. Those that didn't, I still love you. So it's all gravy.
Yeah, because you know it's not gonna be that easy. I know there's some detailers that don't know as many people as you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for them, I mean, it's good that you mentioned earlier though that it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
So I would say for the detailers out there that want to be successful on Google, you know.
Well, not just Google. You need Yelp. You have your Facebook. You have Instagram. use everything to your advantage.
So you mentioned you also use like Facebook. You know, how did you utilize those other social media platforms? You know.
Well, for me personally, I only used Instagram for the
Okay.
longest, and
Okay.
after listening to other podcasts, you just can't just use Instagram. You got to use everything.
Everything.
Since you had brought that up, I got my first lead on Facebook.
Wow.
It's a 2022 Bronco.
Oh damn.
Yes, and then shouts to Blake again. I posted a video of what the wash is, and he's interested in a ceramic coating package.
Damn.
Wow.
And you know what's crazy? It reminds me is that like you've done all this marketing that you've even I've heard that you've even got into detail out there in Vegas. I remember one time I saw you posted in your story you needed a helper to go detail in Vegas.
In
In Vegas.
Vegas?
Did you ever go detail in Vegas?
Oh no! I go to Vegas to network at SEMA. So
Okay, so just to network, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
yeah,
there must have been a miscommunication. I remember.
Oh no!
someone-
There has been opportunities for me to go.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just, I never locked it in
Oh,
Yeah.
because
okay.
they didn't want to pay.
So that's what it was.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the
their
travel fee.
travel fee and booking a hotel and all the logistics. It just didn't work
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But I'd be down. Hey, yeah.
No, but it's cool that you've gotten to the point where you've able to develop leads to people hitting you up from Vegas.
Yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean? Like I
Once you
wish
go
some.
out there, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually, on
yeah.
that point, Peter and Diana have had clients come from different states to get their services for PPF and minor wraps.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's really
Coming from
fascinating.
Bakersfield, a couple brought in 2 Teslas from Vegas, actually, since you brought that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mentioned Yelp. Are you on Yelp?
As of right now, no. But
Because
I do know,
Yelp, me personally, I had a bad experience. I know other detailers have also had a pretty crappy experience with
Yeah.
Yelp.
does it
Um,
attract people that are just in it just for like
No.
I don't know, like just people that just want a service and you're gone, or what kind of people does it attract?
I remember.
It does attract those,
Yeah,
but I hear
yeah.
that a lot of people get very upset with the customer service at Yelp just because they do remove their reviews. If
Oh, they do.
Or not only just that, also you do, obviously you do get a lot of attraction of like those $30 car wash.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just very cheap people. You just can't make a living off Yelp and detailing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, you don't find a lot of leads regardless, even if you pay. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
it's like how you were saying.
Because think about it, Google, how many people per day use Google?
And Google's free.
It is free.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's a
So
universal search engine, and a lot
Everyone
of people
uses
use
it.
Yep. They
Yeah.
don't choose Yahoo. They don't choose what's the other one? Hotmail.
There's
Yeah.
MSN and all that stuff. But
Google.
I'll say Google's king. Are Google and Facebook.
Yep.
I will say Facebook attracts more of the older people. Instagram is more for people our age.
Yeah,
And then young
TikTok.
kids is for TikTok.
Yeah.
That's true, man.
So that's why I want to branch into TikTok as well.
Okay. I was about to ask if you're on TikTok.
I do have an account under Detailed by Jay.
Okay.
Maybe 2 to 3 videos, but maybe in upcoming months, I'm going to build the portfolio.
Would
Yeah.
you ever pay someone to market for you, like handle your marketing? Or do you think you'd ever get to that point since you are in shop level? A lot of people in the shops, they start building like such a big clientele that they're able to afford paying their marketing, their secretary.
Yeah.
Do you ever have
That's a goal of mine.
Yeah, is that a goal?
Long term, yes.
Yeah.
Eventually, once I feel confident within the business, I wouldn't mind hiring someone to do all that marketing for me. Because again, when you're
Because it does take time.
it takes time. It takes time
a lot
out of
of
working.
time. Yeah.
Usually, I work maybe 2 to 3 days a week in terms of corrections. But the other days, I'm marketing and promoting myself. So if you're by yourself, it takes a lot of time to promote yourself and your services. So having someone to do it for you makes it a lot easier, and you
Right.
can focus more time on your work.
Right. No, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And also, I will say just again, you got to surround yourself with good people. Don't. Then again, you're gonna be around good people, but then don't be naive, because people will take advantage of you in the industry.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and then you may help them, and
How so in terms of taking advantage of you?
Meaning, let's say, hey, bro, I'm thinking of you. Like my wash, not my wash. I'm just giving an example. My wash. Well, I'm charging you $50 for a wash, right? Hey, bro, I'm being nice today. Here's $10 off. Don't tell anyone. Oh, he charged me $10 off, and then you're not like I'm over exaggerating. But then he'll tell everyone else, and then everyone else expect for you to give you
That
That same
$10
exact
off.
saying
discount.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
yeah.
frowned upon.
So I want also to is because I want to go back to the point of like the marketing aspect on Google and stuff like that. So someone pointed out this thing to me when I was talking to them about using Google to market.
Right.
Do you ever get those clients that I know you can add your description appointment based only on Google
Yes.
because I've done that before already, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But do you still get those clients like is it majority or at least you get some that just hit you up? No, I want it now. You know, like there's because I'm assuming when you're searching up on Google, it's because you want it
Yes.
done now. It's because like majority of the clients want their cars like damn I need a car wash. Who
Right.
can do it now? Let me look it up on Google.
Yeah.
So
You know what I mean? So do you get those people too, or do you get calls like that, or do you more or majority of them are appointments? I know you mentioned paint correction, but I'm just saying like you know do you still even get those people calling for paint correction right on the spot or
oh
something?
yes and no.
Uh-huh.
That's part of the reason why I want a bigger facility.
Okay.
So if I do get those day of clients, I can at least take in their car, you know. In the building that we're in now, I can't do day ofs. And so therefore that's why I stagger the appointments. On Google originally I had my business with my hours, but I'm not always there. So
Right.
sometimes clients or potential clients will show up randomly and no one's there.
Yeah.
And I will potentially lose on those clients because I'm not there at the facility.
Right.
And so therefore that's why I remove my hours and I'm appointment based only. Because that's the thing I want to do is a client to come by to the building and then no one's there to service them.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, usually I consult everyone over the phone. I don't prefer to do text messages because
Yeah.
it's not as personal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And usually right when I first call the client, I'm like, hey, I know you found me on Google, but nothing I do is day of. Everything is scheduled and booked in advance. And all my friends and all my detailing buddies, I tell them you have to set that from the start. Because if not, then if you're doing that last minute work, they're gonna hit you up to do that last minute work all
They're
the time.
gonna
Yeah.
exactly. They're gonna expect you to do it again.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't matter who you are. I don't do anything last minute.
Yeah.
No. Even
Set those boundaries.
yeah, set those boundaries. Because when I was younger, I would do that, and then I'll forget to do other clients' cars, and I lost business that way. So everything I do is appointment based. Everything's booked in advance. Even this is for your game right here. Even if I'm not even booked, you're still gonna wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Free
Even
game.
yes.
Free game. This ain't free. We're just charging you. That's it.
Guys are like, I'm available today. Stop doing that shit, because. No, I should be saying this.
No,
bro.
This is real.
Yes, this is real experience. When you do that, as
So
a
even
client,
do you think even if you're not booked, just don't do that shit and do the appointment?
yes. I see. Because even I'm a detailer. I watch other detailers. I want everyone to do well. But when I see other detailer stories, I look at it as the client.
Yeah.
And they're saying like, "Oh, I'm available today. Hit me up for car washes." I'm like, dude, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even saying hit me up, that doesn't sound professional if you're offering a business. If you realize with all my posts, I will say, hey, if you're interested with my services, please feel free to call me or email me at like that. This
Okay.
it just sounds better.
Work on
Yeah.
professionalism.
Yes,
Because yeah, when you're stressing out and you're trying to do things a rushed way and doing everything last minute, work never pays, never gets done the right way.
Mhm.
So yeah, with stress, you kind of just want to minimize the stress and maximize success.
Yeah, and that's where having a shop can help.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even on that, the stress with work, I will say, make time for yourself,
Yeah,
because you don't want to.
burnout.
I get burnt out sometimes, and you don't want to crunch on the car, and then that's
Even at a shop.
and that's when bad things happen. So traditionally, I have my work hours, and then I'll take like an hour to 2 hours break, and then I'll work on the car again.
Yeah.
I can't just do like 15 hours in a day consecutively. I just can't do that. And even with because you want to have a nightlife, you want to spend time with friends and family, you want to do other things. So yeah, just make time for yourself. Yes, you want to work and get the cars done, but you can't rush the process.
Yep.
Shit, messed up right there. But
No, dude, that's a perfect place to stop because
Yep.
he cued us.
All right, and well, now that we're just gonna wrap it up here, and with all this valuable information that Detail by Jay has given us, also known as my friend Justin, just thank you for showing up on the show and being able to express who you are and express the knowledge that you have given us today, and I hope you detailers that are out there that are finding those tips and tricks to maximize your business and to better your detailing. I hope that this was able to be of value to you, and keep dreaming big, and one day you will be in a shop.
Hell yeah.
Don't stop.
Yeah, don't
Alright?
stop detailing. We're donuts and detailing.
Yeah.
So, peace out.
Peace out.
This
And
is
thanks for having me. Thank you for the opportunity. I really,
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and just on a last note, Jay, where can everyone find you
Oh,
on
yeah.
Instagram or on Facebook? What are you gonna be doing?
Everywhere.
What's a future project that you're gonna be working on?
Okay, well, just literally everything is detailed by Jay. Google, Facebook, Instagram. That's how you would find and communicate with me. Future projects in terms of cars or what exactly?
In terms of your business.
Oh, just in terms of the business. Maybe just, I do have helpers. It would be nice. Oh, by the way, any detailer that wants advice or any help in regards to chemicals and corrections, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you in regards to that kind of stuff. But future plans right now, just build the new shop facility and work on branding and hopefully get some more potential leads for the new location.
All right.
Should make a difference.
Yeah, we'll be excited to see your growth and success throughout the years, and we'll be in touch. For any of you guys that have personal questions, because Jay may be here on another segment, give us some questions at our Instagram at Donuts and Detailing. Be sure to follow us, and we'll be excited. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool,
Once
cool.
again,
Yeah, awesome.
Juan and Nizar,
peace out.
peace out.
Peace.